Hey healthy homies, it's Abby here from Humor Healing Humanity, here to talk about protein. So here it is, protein in a nutshell. Basically, every single thing we eat breaks down into glucose and is rebuilt into amino acids. That's right, everything. Amino acids are the building blocks of life, and they are protein. We are herbivores, and like every other herbivore on the planet, we create our own proteins inside of our own bodies. So we don't need to eat outside sources of protein to build protein. This is a huge myth and misconception. Do your research. You'll find out the way I did 20 years ago, horrifyingly, that it's just smoke and mirrors, baby. So when we eat, chemical reactions take place inside of our bodies with every bite of matter that we consume, and the food that we consume combines with amino acids and other elements inside of us. So we need to be eating proper food combinations of plant matter in order to properly build everything in our bodies. For example, we need to eat sulfur and silica to help our bodies form calcium for strong bones, teeth, hair, skin, nails. You don't eat calcium to build calcium. Total myth. The cultures that eat the most calcium are the most brittle and the sickest and have the most osteoporosis. America, case in point. Our athletes are always benched. They always have broken bones and they're always sick. And it's because they eat the most calcium in the form of whey protein, this toxic, disgusting source of animal byproduct, and they consume the most, toxic sources of animal proteins. I put protein in quotes here because there really is no healthy absorbable protein for humans in animal products, okay? If you're strong and healthy at all so far in life consuming these poisons, it's because your other healthy lifestyle choices have helped you be healthy. It's in spite of eating that stuff. It's not because you're eating that stuff. So, it's eating greens, drinking pure water, working out, breathing. That's why you're still healthy and alive, not because you're consuming dead animals and their byproducts, okay, angels? So, the cultures who consume the most protein are the sickest. We Americans are the sickest, fattest, most mentally ill people on earth, in addition to other Western cultures, and we consume the most supposed protein, definitely the most animal protein. The question should not be how much protein is on this plate. The question should be how many vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and enzymes, hormones, oxygen are in every bite of this matter that I'm consuming. That's what we need to be asking. Not how much protein, how many minerals, all right? So when we eat enough of that stuff, those elements help us to create our own protein in our own bodies and build our own protein. When we eat the dead corpses of animals and their byproducts, such as eggs and dairy, we don't get any protein or any nutrients even. What we get is sick, from every kind of cancer to gut rot, organ failure, lethargy, and every kind of mental illness you can imagine. America, protein, meat consumers versus Tibet, vegetarians. War versus peace, baby. That's the other thing. The countries that consume the most meat and the most animal products are the most warring and aggressive. Case in point. Look it up. Check it out. So you want to be strong as an ox. You want to be peaceful. You want to be balanced. Eat what the oxen eat. Grass! Greens! The basis of all life on the planet. Plants! The gladiators were vegans. You want to be strong like the gladiators? Eat what the gladiators eat. Herbivores, they were vegans, and they are known to have been the strongest fighters on earth. So just to recap, everything made by the sun that grows out of our mother planet, Earth, has protein in it. Much more than animals have. Animals are the second source. Plants are the first source. They are the base of the food chain. A red bell pepper has a ton more absorbable protein for humans than an entire carton of eggs does. Everything from the earth has protein in addition to other elements in it. Vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, healthy hormones, oxygen, enzymes, etc. that help us build our own proteins. Though, if you want to know about some sources of plant and earth matter that have very high amounts of protein in it to help you build your own protein, here they are. Blue-green algae, highest protein of anything on the planet, very first life form. E3 Live is an incredible product. Very high quality, well tested, very high integrity. So E3 Live, blue-green algae, highest protein of anything on earth. Second highest, green algae, which is chlorella. I eat chlorella tablets throughout the day, all day long. They curb sugar cravings, they curb meat cravings, and they are one of the highest amounts of protein of anything on earth. Chew a few tablets, swallow a few tablets. It's pre-digested. It's incredibly absorbable. So chlorella. Then we have sea vegetables, all kinds of sea vegetables, which have massive amounts of protein. And then in terms of seaweed, all kinds of seaweeds, Irish moss, nori, hijiki, wakame, arame. I eat all kinds of seaweed every day. And then the land food, we have sprouts. Sprouts have some of the highest protein of anything on earth, the most absorbable, most hydrating. We've got wheatgrass, which is the grass that sprouts from the wheat berry. It is a complete protein. It has all of the 9 necessary amino acids that we need to build our own protein. And it's ideally, for optimum health and healing, Hippocrates Health Institute, the foremost healing retreat center on earth, has scientifically shown that 80% of our diet should be sprouts. Everything else is just a garnish. That's their motto. So if you really want to heal every dis-ease and disorder and, aside from doing the emotional and mental work that you need to do, physically get on mostly sprouts, wheatgrass every day, obviously enemas colonics. That's another video. But yeah, the king of the sprouts, high protein, are sunflower sprouts. 33 grams of protein per serving, way more than meat, which supposedly only has 6 or 7, but we can't even absorb that anyway. We're not lions. And I don't want to be sleeping on the prairie or on the savannah 20 hours a day. So I don't want to be like a lion. I'm not going to eat what a lion eats. I have tons of energy. I want to be vibrant and healthy like the herbivores on earth and not eat dead corpse that my body can't absorb or digest and that keeps me lethargic all day long. That's an aside. So sunflower sprouts, king of the sprouts, another awesomely nutritious sprout that grows in soil, pea shoot sprouts, crunchy, sweet, delicious, radish sprouts, broccoli sprouts, clover sprouts, all kinds of bean sprouts, garbanzo bean sprouts, adzuki bean sprouts. I sprout my own sprouts on the countertop. You can get them grown in soil in every town that I've explored. There are grass dealers and sprout dealers. I get mine from Teresa of Indianola Organics here in Seattle, but you can just Google, got sprouts or local sprouts and you can find them. And flower pollen has a ton of absorbable protein. I don't do bee pollen because I'm a vegan, and flower pollen has even more protein anyway per serving. So get yourself some flower pollen, babes. Eat edible flowers in your meals every day. They make your salads look gorgeous, they're tasty, and they're extremely high in protein, extremely high in minerals and vitamins and nutritious. So there you have it, healthy homies. Throw out your whey protein, abstain from eating the flesh of innocent, tortured, murdered animals, and get back to the garden for optimum protein consumption and healthy body creating in health.